motorhome, glamping pod, log cabin. We're not about that here. We do it proper. This is the outside in. Taking the outside in. For real. Welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday night and you're watching An Idiot Outdoors. Back out for a super stealth camp. Currently taking shelter under the M6 motorway. So I do apologise for the traffic noise. So I did a recce last night before I went to work. Just waiting for the traffic to go past because it is a bit noisy. Yeah, it's an industrial estate and I am going to be using two things for cover tonight. One, the darkness, and two, a wall. Yes, a wall again. There goes the bus. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a walk over there and I'm going to go and see where looks like a good spot to put my tent. So let's do it. Right, so the first idea, the wall, there's too much street lighting. It was too obvious that there's a tent behind the wall. So I've come round the side of the buildings. I am now literally right at the side of the M6. So I'm going to get my tent down here, but I do want to hurry up and do it because it's raining and I'm starting to get a bit wet. So the tent is up, it's still raining. What we do have up there is a camera, so I don't want to be going any further in that direction. Other than that, it looks all right. So without further ado, oh, what do we have here? The outside in. We are open for business. I think I'll have Yeah, I think I'll have a pint of, sorry, it's not quite a pint. I think I'll have 500ml of your finest pearl and backer, please, sir. Don't mind if I do. So tonight's plan, camping behind the wall, hoping that the wall would give me sufficient cover. If need be, get behind the bush that was behind the wall. No, it wasn't going to work. Last night when I checked it out, it had potential to be a good spot. There was also another area. However, the rain has sort of forced me to actually sit under the motorway. So my tent is at the side of me, not under cover, because I've had to put it where it is so I can peg it into the ground. I'm sat under cover in the chair, about to sup on a beer. I'll turn the camera around, I'll show you what the site's looking like. It's not where I want it to be camped, but in this kind of game you've just got to improvise when the time calls for it, and this was one of them times. Being over there wasn't anywhere proper to set my tarp up, so it meant I'm going to be sat in the rain, or if not, I'd have to be stuck in the tent all night. I didn't want that tonight. So bonus, I'll show you something. That'll make a lovely little table tonight. But yeah, I am literally under the motorway, under the M6 to be precise, and in that direction is the railway. Well, this location is certainly not one I'll be giving good marks on TripAdvisor. I've not been here all that long. I've opened my second can. The noise, lorries going over, hitting like bumps in the road, the noise is just resonating. You can feel the vibrations actually in my feet, like coming down the columns. It's going to be one noisy night. Behind me, I can hear water obviously draining through that pipe. I don't really want to move away from here because just there, can't see it, but is my tent. But it's either sit under here, put up with the noise, or go over where I was going to go over, risk being spotted and sitting out in the rain. I don't know whether you can even hear that. It's every time a lorry goes over. When you want to show somebody something, it stops. Always the way. You got to be able to hear that. While I'm sat here having a nice cold tinny, cheers, I'm going to take this opportunity to say thank you to Melanie Schomburg, I think that's how it's pronounced, of Illinois, USA. Thank you for buying me a coffee last week. You didn't just buy me one, you bought me 5. You are my first person to buy me a coffee. Massively grateful for that. Thank you very much. What I do want to do is I want to get up, stretch my legs, I'm going to go and get my down jacket on now. This jacket's... That's the train going past in the background that I was on about. Right, start again. Yes, I want to get up, stretch my legs, gonna have a little walk around, get my down jacket on, because this fleece has dried out now, which was the intention of sitting under here. So my fleece will dry out. What I will do is have a little walk around and show you the environment, especially under the motorway. So as you remember, the start of the video started somewhere about here, where I was talking to you under the motorway. What I will do is I'm going to show you where I was going to camp. So the intention was to get somewhere down here, preferably behind that bush. I'm not going to go up there, obviously I've already been up there, it's raining, I want to get back under cover. However, I decided against that. I did have a look over there, wasn't looking good over there either. So I did take a walk down here. It's all going on tonight. And of course, this was the final decision. I mean, the road is right the way up there, but people walking past, they ain't gonna see me here. And once again, in the good old trusty Hyena 2. Oh, hello. Not another two. So in relation to the tent, which is just through there, the good old trusty chair, the chair. That's come in handy tonight. I'll be cooking on that later. You can see on the building now, if you look very closely, the infrared camera, which is just out there when it rezooms in. Just about make it out. And that is the railway. I mean, if you don't want your sofa, just bring it down here and dump it, you know. Or should I say chair. There goes another train. Right, legs are stretched. Time to get back in the good old chair. So, gotta be honest, although it's still raining, I'm having a real good night. I'm still under cover. You can't make it out properly, but I am. I am going to, I wouldn't even say cook, more so boil some pasta and sauce and add some salami to it. I did eat before I come out, so I'm not majorly hungry, but I would like to have a little bit of food. Having this pallet slash table, it's a whole new kind of experience. It's, you know, I'll show you. So as usual, a bag for the rubbish. Now there is something different, and it's not something I normally use. However, I forgot to pick up some bioethanol while I was over in Coventry, so I have had to make do with some methylated spirits. Now I'm not going to be using that in the tent whatsoever. I can absolutely guarantee you I will not burn that in a tent. Unlike bioethanol, I do believe that gives off nasty fumes. Okay for cooking with, but running the heater inside the tent, absolute no-no. Now I do have a drop of bioethanol left in my bag, so should I need to have a source of heat or do anything in the tent, I've got the bioethanol. However, I'll be using the methylated spirits tonight. So yeah, it is literally going to be some dehydrated food, I'm afraid. Nothing special. I'm going to consume that with the old salami. I've got a couple more beers to drink. I've already pre-mixed the milk and water to the right amount, so that can go straight into the mess tin. I'll be using the mess tin here to put on top of that one as a lid. If you follow the channel, you know how I operate by now. But yeah, this pallet, yeah, it's a bit of an upgrade to my normal camping. I do like it. Over there, you can't see it, but behind that tree stump, can you see it there? Hold on, here we go. Yeah, you can just make out the tent. That is still being exposed to the rain. All my gear's in there. I haven't set anything up yet. I've been a little bit lazy and I've been sat in the chair, just chilling, and I can't say enjoying the view because, I mean, you can't enjoy that for a view, can you? It's like concrete city. Let's just put it down to me being lazy. So I'm going to get this on the go and I'll bring you back. So yeah, that's in the tin. We'll get that heated up. What we'll do, as I've already says, put that over the top to act as a lid. I mean, I'm gonna have myself another beer. To hell with it. How nice is that? That rain is absolutely relentless. I've got in the sleeping bag. I'm just going to chill. Well, I'm nice and dry in here. Different story outside though. I've got the noise of the rain lashing it down, and I've got the noise of the motorway, and it seems to be even worse now, the noise of the motorway. I don't know if you can hear it the way I can hear it, but well, with the rain and it being so wet, I'm going to get some shut-eye. Hopefully it'll stop raining by morning, hopefully. But yeah, I shall see you guys in the morning. Well, it's 7:20. The rain hasn't stopped, it's been relentless. And it's still really noisy. What I want to do is quickly get everything packed away, and I want to take shelter under the motorway. That's my best option, so I can stay as dry as possible. And then I'm going to get the kettle on. Not the nicest, as you can see. I've put all my stuff there so it doesn't get wet. Nice. I've tucked the inner out. I'm not folding that up with the outer. As you can see, tuck the inner out. I want to hang that over there for a bit to let the bottom dry out. What I don't want to do is fold it all the way together and get it covered in mud. The undersheet, as you can see now, I've pulled it down, so I had something to kneel on that was dry. Otherwise that would normally go right to the back, up to the corners. But yeah, that's done me proud this morning, and the tent has. I'm bone dry. Certainly looks different in the daytime. Full of junk. Yep. Way too much for me to be able to get rid of this time, I'm afraid. So I've moved from over there, and I've temporarily moved into here. So I'm not getting absolutely soaked. Outer, inner, letting it drain for a little bit. That's certainly come in handy. So, next step, let's get a brew on. Now, thinking about things today, I could have done away with the tent totally last night. I mean, it weren't the best of places, but I could have got the bivvy bag in here and been dry all night. That is what it's all about, isn't it? You know, part of camping's getting wet, and the question is where to put a bivvy bag in there that isn't full of junk, potentially rats. And even though it's noisy there, it's a lot more noisy underneath every time a lorry goes over and hits any kind of bumps or capsize or whatever. The noise, you really can't do it any justice by trying to pick it up on the phone. But yeah, it weren't the best nights of sleep. Or should I say, it weren't the best night's sleep I've ever had. And there's a house. Yeah, doing it again, the pointy finger. Yeah, there's a house there. And if anyone's to look out that window, they'll think, what's this guy doing under there? You obviously don't know about an idiot outdoors, love. What can I say? The good old trusty kettle is on. As I said last night, I'm having to use the old methylated spirits. That's how much bioethanol I've got left. I brought that in case I did want to warm the tent up. If I probably mentioned that last night. I probably mentioned lots of things, but I will be getting some replacement. I used to get a 2 litre bottle of the stuff, and I'll keep that for emergencies, because I don't really like using the methylated spirits. I don't like the smell of it. I know that's a lot cleaner burning. Anyway, that's enough about fuel. While I sit here and drink this lovely brew, cheers. I just want to speak about what I started in last week's video, was in the comment section, putting in there links to the accounts on YouTube that I enjoy watching, that I follow in, and it also helps us support each other. So if you want some recommendations of channels to watch, you'll see again in this video, in the comment section, as I said, the links. And I got seen first thing this morning by a dog walker through there. Come walking across there. Of course, I was just the other side of that fence, obviously. Yeah, we've seen each other. It's starting to become a normal thing now. I am slowly getting packed away. Slowly. I mean, that's not going to be my last brew. I'm just getting warmed up. So I'm gonna do my final brew, and then I am gonna finally get it all packed away, and I'm out of here. While I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, yet again, this is like your stocking fillers, you know, the bit that fills the gaps in between. Yeah, I have wanted to say this to the people that follow the channel. Right the way back in the beginning, if you watch the very first video, I sat and I spoke about, oh, I don't know whether I want to do the channel, you know, I don't know what I can do that ain't already been done before, and I had all my doubts and stuff. But now I'm pushing towards, I mean, to a lot of people it's nothing, but to me it's a milestone. I am pushing towards 500 subscribers. So there's nearly 500 people out there that think this channel is worth watching. Massive appreciation for that. But anyway, going back to what I was saying about the early days, now, looking at it now, I'm glad I did. The positivity and the people that are following me, the people that I'm engaging with, the like-minded people, I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it, and I also look forward now to the regulars and engaging with them and having chats with them in the comments and stuff. It's really, really positive. I know last week I mentioned about something that wasn't positive. We're not going to talk about that again. That stuff ain't worth talking about. But as I say, once again, welcome along. If you're new here, thanks for joining the channel. For all the people that have been there from the beginning, I salute you. And I can guarantee you there's a lot more content to come. And I'm going to show you something in a moment. When I talked about the bivvy bag, having walked around now it's daylight, I've seen a perfect place where I could have got in, kept off the radar, didn't need my tent. I'm going to actually have a little, well, once the kettle's boiled, pour the brew, I'm going to go and have a little walk and I'm going to show you before I leave. Well, I'm going to be waiting a very long time for that brew because while I've been giving it all of that, I didn't realise it's run out of fuel. Idiot. Right up there. That is a fishing chair. Clearly somebody's been living here. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go up there last night. I mean, we could have been neighbours. So then, that is all my gear packed up. Some of it hanging on the branch to stop it getting any more dirty. I think I've certainly outstayed my welcome. In this video, I ended up unintentionally roughing it under a motorway, camped up down the side of an industrial unit on the muddiest ground possible, because even though I did recce the area prior to coming here, it didn't turn out quite as stealthy as I first believed it would be. Also, I've managed to stumble upon somebody who I believe is homeless. Up there, as you have seen if you watched all the video, I stumbled across his fishing chair stroke bed, a couple of pairs of shoes, not ideal to live there, I know. Stealth camp maybe. Anyway, that's enough of the so I'm going to wrap this thing up. I'm going to say the usual. Please subscribe, please give me a like, it's all helping the channel. And once again, thank you. Keep it stealthy, keep it real. Until the next one, see you later.